about what affects women in the society and what impact women must put into the society they live in, especially as they nurture people to come along their generation line. What are the things that they are expected to do so that the generation that coming behind them can be a better one? My name is Charity James, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Women and the Society. My guest of the program today is Mrs. Bashirat Bello. She is a baker and someone who should talk to women on what they should do in the society. She will be edifying, developing, and encouraging women to do more in their sphere. Welcome again to Women and the Society. Mrs. Bello, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
It's nice having you on the program.
It's my pleasure to be here.
All right, now, our practice of the program is for us to know our guests.
Okay.
And we want our people to know who is on the program with us. So let's know you. Who is Bashirat Bello?
It's a privilege to be here today, to have one or two words with everybody, not particularly women, but of course everybody could pick one or two things from our program of today. Once again, my name is Bashirat Habimbola Bello. I'm from Oyo State, Isani to be precise, from a family of 5, my parents, and I have 2 brothers. I grew up among boys. I'm the only female of my family. So growing up was fun with my mom. We were always together. And we schooled at the Polytechnic of Ibadan because my father was a lecturer in the Polytechnic, so we grew up in the... My secondary school was at St. Leo's Grammar School, where I had my junior school's certificate. Then,
was it the one at Mokola?
At Mokola, yes. So I had my junior school certificate there. Then I proceeded to Bodija International College, where I had my senior school certificate. Thereafter, I came down to Abeokuta. That is where Abeokuta journey began. Yeah, I had my tertiary institution in Abeokuta, which is the University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, now Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. Yeah, I studied food science and technology. Growing up, like I said, was the interest of studying the food science and technology was because I liked something, creativity, being in the kitchen with my mom. Like I said, I'm the only female in the family. So I got so much interest in doing all these things. And my mom had an outlet then in the Polytechnic where she sells snacks and all of that. So I, going there, assisting her, built my interest in this area. So immediately I wanted to enter the tertiary institution. I was like, okay, let me just go for something that is similar, at least with have more passion for it and all of that. But entering the school, I noticed that, I realized rather, that it's not all about cooking. Food science and technology is more scientific. It's not, you don't go to the kitchen, rather you go to the lab. You test your food, the composition of your food, the safety of your food, the quality and all of that, the packaging and the processing generally. So I even loved that more than what I initially had. So it's more than what I had at the back of my mind before. So I was like, oh, cool, this is more interesting. So that was it. Then after my first degree, I had the privilege in serving at Nestle at Agbara. And Nestle is all about manufacturing of foods like your Golden Morn, your Cerelac and the like. So I had more exposure. I worked at the quality control department at Nestle. So the interest was more on the food processing. So after my NYSC, I enrolled for my second degree. So I focused on the processing aspect of food. So I went to food processing. That was what I did at my master's level, which was really, really interesting. So all this combined together made me who I am today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very long one. Thank you for allowing us into your life.
Okay.
Now let's talk about your growing up years.
Okay.
What were the lessons that your father, your mother taught you that you think has helped you to this moment? What are the things that you will always remember about your parents?
Yeah. I would say I'm grateful to my parents. We were not pampered while we were growing up. They made us know that there's no food for the lazy man. Though they were there for us in terms of our needs and everything, but they made sure that they engage us in whatever would help us in life. We were farmers. I can say that because my dad had a farm, a poultry farm, a livestock farm, and what have you, cropping system also. So we're engaged in every aspect of life. So, and this helped us when we were growing. It brings out the best in us. It's made us know that wherever you find yourself, you have to work for whatever you want. So it's not like you sleep at home and expect something to come, no. And he also gave us a discipline. Like while we're in school, before you can say, okay, daddy, give me 5,000 from my pocket money, my daddy will say, okay, write down that list. Let me know how you want to spend that 5,000. It's not like he's not going to give you, but at least you should have a plan. You know, you just don't, it's just about planning yourself. You know, so like now if you have a particular money with you, you would know that, okay, for the rest of this week, this will be fine for me. And I have to curb myself to, you know, just this, he was so disciplined, and it was when we were growing up that we appreciated it more. Then we were like, oh, the money is there, you know, so, but now we are accountable for every spending, you know, which is a very good thing to do in life, most especially when things are difficult now. So before you can say my 1,000 is going, so you have to know where it's going. So it's very important. So I appreciate them very well for putting us, guiding us to the right path. Let me just put it that way. Yeah.
Now let's go to your work life.
Okay.
The career. You said you started from Nestle. So after Nestle, did you do any other work?
Yes, I was a consultant for CAVA, that's Cassava Adding Value for Africa. There I was like a processor. We go out to train people. Especially in the rural areas, we train them on how to use cassava flour, high quality cassava flour, to make different things. So in my own aspect, what we do is, okay, how to use cassava flour for production of pastries and the likes, you know, bread, chin chin, meat pie, all the likes. So what you can use wheat flour to do, you can as well use cassava flour to do. You know, so I worked with the CAVA team. Then of course, I have my business, which is Bashi Cakes and Confectionery. It is one of the top-notch confectionery business in Abeokuta. I've been into baking for a long time, like I said, but in 2016. I can say vividly that I was into it fully. Yes, full time. Yes, I started full-time basis. While I was still in school, like I mentioned earlier, I was baking, you know, but I have to struggle with it, and I've been training on it. So I had to, I combined it with my study. But immediately I finished my first degree, I went for service, and I came back for my master's. Then I started it gradually. That was in 2014 rather. So I started in full time, though I started as a home baker. And then before I now got an outlet, and by the grace of God, the business is growing on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Now let's talk about how you juggle all of this. You're a wife, you're a mother, you're a businesswoman, an entrepreneur for that matter, in this country. So how do you juggle? And you have, I'm sure you have other engagement too.
Okay, it's not been easy. Nothing comes easy anyway. Even if you are home doing nothing as a whole housewife, it won't be easy as well, because sometimes you'll be bored and all of that, doing the same thing all over again. Being a mother, a wife, and a successful entrepreneur is the grace of God. Let me just put it that way. Then it boils down to your passion and your determination. You know, you want to be successful in what you are doing. You put God first, then you also work towards it. I have 2 kids, and you know, as a mother, your main responsibility, your main goal is to have your family doing well. So juggling other things is the secondary for us. That's what the society knows. That's what we know it to be, you know. So, but planning towards achieving all of this together is very important. Like on daily basis, I take them to school, prepare them for school, take them to school, then making sure that I get to work. I put my work into places, coordinate my staffs and all of that, you know. So it takes a lot of time and effort as well. But because I have passion for it, and because I'm determined that I want to be successful in doing this, and I place it to God, and it's been doing wonderfully well for me. So what I can just say is being focused. Being focused, don't be distracted by anything. Though it won't be easy as a mother and as a wife, whatever you want to, like taking for instance, in my field of study now, there are several trainings that you want to go for just to improve yourself. But before you can do that, you think of your home. But if you have a supportive husband who understands that, okay, women too has to be, what's it called? They have to achieve whatever they want to do. It's not all about just the husband, you know. Anything we are doing, we are supporting our home as well, you know. So if you have an understanding husband who understands that, okay, you want to, this is what you want to achieve, is ready to give you all that you need at that particular moment, then it's easier for you to, you know, juggle everything together. Then of course, growing up with the children too, they understand that mommy has something to do. You tell them do this at a particular time. They understand that you have work. So sometimes when I have so much work to do, I'll be like, I will sit them down, let them understand that mommy will be this busy at this period. So some things that you expect me to do at this particular time, I might not be able. So if both parties are understandable, then by the grace of
communication is key.
Is key, yes. So whatever you have in mind to do, always planning alongside with your family members, so that they also understand, and there will not be grudges, there will not be misunderstanding between you at that particular moment, you know. So and the free times that you have, probably you are not busy at work at this part, so you make it up with them. You know, make it up with them, build together with your family, play together, go out together and all of that. And when you are busy, they understand that, okay, at this moment, mommy has to be left alone.
Okay, all right. I've learned 1 or 2 things from there. That is communication.
Yes.
You must juggle everything and carry them
along.
All right. Now let's talk about the development of women now. Do you think women are developing themselves enough? According to what you said, you started this development even from your parents' house.
Yes.
You knew what you wanted and you went all out for it. So are other women, you think other women are doing the same thing, and are they achieving the best that they can achieve in the society?
So presently, I think it's improving. Before, the orientation is like, it's only men that has to do all things, that has to provide for the family, you know, do all this and all of that. But circumstance can arrive when the man will not be buoyant enough to support the family. So he needs the wife, he needs the mother of the children and all of that to support. So at this point in time, when the woman is not there, then it becomes so difficult, then argument starts, fight starts, and the home begins to break apart. So it's important that women should understand that they also have a role to play in the family and in the society at large. You have to be strong for whoever wants you. You have to also be able to achieve something in life. Don't have the orientation that, oh, I'm a woman, I will have somebody to marry me and take the responsibility of taking care of me, of my children and all of that. No, you should also play your own role to be a supportive wife, to be a supportive. Of course, you could have people that are looking up to you, your family members, your siblings, your friends, even in the church, in the mosque and all of that. So you should have something enough for you to assist. Just have it at the back of your mind that you want to grow, you want to develop yourself to be responsible for your society, for your community. Anybody can walk up to you and say, madam, please, I need your assistance, I need this, I need that. So if you don't have what it takes, to do all of these things, then it becomes so difficult. So you have to develop yourself right from the onset, right from when you are growing, when you are in the school, before you get married. Be on your feet, be strong enough, and work towards being a successful woman, so that you have a role to play in your home and in the society at large.
So what is your passion for the society? What do you think the society needs from women like you, and how are you going to play your role?
My own orientation is to be able to assist anybody around me. Let's bring them up, whether they are women, whether they are men, and all of, whether they are children. If you have anybody surrounded by you and they need assistance, they need help in whatever area of life, don't let's look down on them. Try and bring them up. If it is the aspect of engaging them in jobs, taking on jobs, being trading and doing anything that would assist them. So my passion is to assist anybody that needs help at any particular time.
Do you think women are playing their roles well in the society? And if they are not, how should they play it? What impact will they have if they play their role well? And how should women comport themselves in the society?
The major thing women should do is, before you can say the society is faulty, the society is not doing well and all of that, it starts from one's home. So as a woman, as a mother, the most important thing to do is the way we bring up our children. So the lesson we put, the lesson we expose our children to, the way we bring them up is very important. It is these children that will go out there to make the society, So the major work is on women. So I think what we need to do is to focus more on the primary goal that we have to do, which is nurturing these children in the right path, letting them know that this is what you want to do, this is what you should do, and this is how you should have it done. So the moment we're able to do that, by the time they go, they will be able to, if your children comes in contact with mine now and they are of the same orientation, there will be no issue in the society. But when the bad eggs join with the good one, then it becomes difficult, to filter what will the goods among the bad. So the major thing I think we women have to do is go back to our home, to be able to nurture those children in a good way, let them have the fear of God, let them have the good, basic way of life. And by the time they go out there, they will make us proud. They will make a better society that we have today.
Yeah. I want to thank you so much for those advice that you're giving our women and the society at large on the program. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
But now, before we allow you to leave the program, we want to go for a break. When we come back, we'll tone down the tone of the program. We'll bring it down a little bit, and we'll know some of your favorites. So
Alright.
see you after the break.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back from that break. We still have Mrs. Bello on the seat here talking about women and the society. She will be telling us some of her favorites, and that will include food, color, attire, and some of the things she wants us to know. Madam, we've been talking so hard. It has been a hard talk all along. Now we want to bring it down a little bit. Let's know the favorite food, your favorite food. What type of food do you like eating every time and any time?
Okay, I would say my favorite is rice, which is the fried rice, because I love veggies. So anything that has to the addition of veggies in it, it's my go-to get, you know. So my salad with my fried rice, it's good for me. That's
Okay.
what I love to do.
Maybe because you're a food assessor, you know
I know the
nutrients.
importance of veggies, you know.
All right, now let's
Yeah.
go to your attire. Of
Okay.
all the attires that we have in the world in Nigeria, which of these do you love wearing? Is it English or native?
Well, let me just say anything simple.
Okay.
It could be the English, it could be the native ways, but it has to be simple, something simple that's it's something comfortable. Let me just put it that way.
Okay.
So any of it, it's good for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What of the color? Which of the colors do you love?
Okay, pink and blue is my color.
Do you have a reason for picking that?
Well, probably I'm a girl, so of course girls love pink, and my brand color is also pink. So from the onset, I love pink. Yeah.
So for the blue, why?
For the blue, well, I don't know. I just fall in love with blue as well.
Okay. All right. Now let's know if you're a party rocker. Do you like going to parties every time?
Well, I really don't go to parties, but at the same time, I'm always at parties. My profession makes me to be at parties, but most times, as a vendor, not as a guest.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I go to parties, when I have parties to go, when I have the chance to go, I go.
Outside your job.
Yes, sometimes I do that, but no, I'm not a party rocker like that. But I'm always at parties as a vendor. Yeah, let me put it that way.
Okay. That will take us to your hobby. What do you like doing at your spare time?
At my spare time, I like to relax
Okay.
because I do a lot of work that undergoes stress, you know. So when I'm less busy, when I'm free, you see me on my bed, relaxing. So at this moment, I take it most important, you know. Then another thing I do is I could be with. I don't have so much friends, but when we are together, just to while up time, you know. So I could be with friends, just having a nice time. But most especially, I love to relax at my free periods. Yeah.
Okay. As we leave the program, what is your word of advice to people watching us? How do you want us to do in the society? What are the things you want us to do, especially in Nigeria, that is our country?
Okay, my advice is we should see ourselves as one. It's most important. If we start discriminating, then it becomes difficult to have a good society. But if you see that, okay, this sister is like my family member, that brother is like a friend to me, then you'll be able to, you know, surround each other and assist each other. With that, we have a better society. But if we see ourselves as enemies, you know, discriminating and all of that, then the society can never be in a good shape. So my advice is, let's always see ourselves like brothers and sisters. Then with that, we'll have a better society.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Bashra, for coming on the program.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. We are glad that you are here
Thank you.
and talking to us.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is a convenient place for us to draw the curtain of women and the society for this episode. Thank you for watching the program with us. We'll come next time with another guest, another topic, another professional that will be advising women on what they should do in the society. Until we meet again, ensure that we make the impact that is useful to the society. My name is Charity James. We'll see you again.